What is up guys, Kane here. So in this video I would like to test how much does the penetration in fact scale the Devil's HP percent damage, and is it only just the penetration or is there something different with the Path of Assassin emblems. So the first test I will do will be using my Devil without any emblems. As you can see, my Devil can go up to about 630,000 power. So what we will be testing is the Withering 1.2.5% of max HP damage, but I am using a free T with its Broiling Impact, which is burning all of these enemies on the right side, and I'm also using Xeron, which will double the Withering damage on burn targets. So that all in all would be 2.5% HP damage burn. So going into the fight, we can see that without the Path of Assassin emblems, this damage is about 4%, maybe 4.5% at max. For you guys, I will just stop the screen and I will show you the overall damage. Going out, and now I will put all of my emblems on my Devil and show the same impact. Keep in mind guys, these emblems I have are pretty decked out. I have 3 perfect emblems on my Devil. Repeating the same test, but with my Devil having the Path of Assassin emblems and my Jealousies, we can see the Devil is chunking about 9% HP damage from a free T and about 12 to 15% on both the 9x and the 1x units. Same thing for you guys, I will just stop the screen and you can check how much damage did Devil in fact do. Now, going into the heroes, need to find the Crag Hack in here somewhere. There he is. And here I will upgrade this, and this will unlock additional 50 points of penetration. This added, I think, 52, so we will be testing 52 and not just 15. So, repeating the same test with PoA first, and the damage is pretty much about the same. I think I see more on the 9x units though, since some bars weren't actually full. Same like before guys, I will stop the screen for you, so it would be easier for you to check the difference. Taking my emblems off. And now I'm testing without the Path of Assassin emblems, and the damage does seem quite similar, like almost nothing changed. In fact, it's probably even lower than it should be. Let me see if I actually have Crag Hack equipped. Yeah, I do have Crag Hack equipped. I'm unsure if it's probably the Withering doesn't crit or the damage became even lower. I will show the numbers for you on screen. So in conclusion, 52 penetration for me added about 400 more damage on a free T on each Withering proc, so multiplying it by 4, that would be a total of, I think, 1,600 additional damage per tick. And if it crits, that's a total of 950 or so more damage. So that 52 penetration either added 1,600 damage non-crit or 3,800 damage with crit. So now testing the Path of Assassin emblems, this is how much I did on my Afriti without upgrading the Crag Hack. And this is how much after I upgraded the Crag Hack. It increased by roughly 1,500 and by about 4,000 on critical hit. So we can multiply it by 4 times, so it's about 6,000 and 16,000 on critical hit. And the percent difference of it increasing would be from about, I think, 3.5% to about 4% additional damage. and of course a lot more during the critical hit. So we can pretty much assume that 240 penetration on assassin emblems is essentially increasing about 16 to perhaps 20% damage. I am unsure whether or not this damage is true damage increase or not, since these are very hard to test, but seems kind of weird scaling for the HP percent damage, honestly. So I think there has to be something with the assassin emblem that they do to the percent HP damage, because whoever equips the assassin emblems is just exploding in everything, and it shouldn't be just the 20% or so damage, because from about 2.5% HP damage, that 20% damage increase would just, I don't know, add 0.5% to the max HP numbers. But keep in mind, like, those units also have defense, they also have damage reduction and all those things. So I think there has to be something with the assassin emblem that they do to the HP percent damage, because whoever equips the assassin emblem is just exploding in everything. Now there was a lot of people saying, oh, the 600 crit value is like very weak, it's almost useless, too many units have crit value and whatever, and it's only this emblem just for the penetration. But you know guys, if that, let's say, withering would just be increased by 20% damage, that would barely even have an increase on it. But you do know that the HP percent damage can also crit. And keep in mind, if it crits, it uses your critical multiplier. So my devil has, I think, about 300% critical multiplier. So his damage is probably almost tripling on the HP percent damage, maybe more, maybe less. It's something like that, but it's almost tripling. So to me personally, I think this assassin emblem is not just for the penetration, but the crit value is the more overpowered buff for those specific units who actually have the HP percent damage. Now keep in mind, if I would add, let's say, that Chinese emblem, which many people are talking about, that ignores like 24% of somebody's defense as like penetration or whatever, sure, it would increase some damage, but keep in mind, many units like Troll, or rather Evil Sorceress, or plenty of others who actually have HP percent damage, well, except Troll because he has a lot of crit, they would crit a lot less, so yes, the damage would be increased, but a lot less critical hits with a lot less critical multipliers. So keep in mind, even if that emblem comes out, Path of Assassin emblem is indeed strong not only because of the penetration, it's also strong because of the crit that you are given for the first 30 seconds. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Honestly, I thought it was gonna just have an increase of maybe 5 to 10% or something like that, but it just seems that this damage increases slightly and then literally everything scales this damage. So from what I can tell, the penetration could perhaps act before maybe unit damage or before a Holy Emblem attack or something like that, because something else has to scale this if on base it only increased by about 2.5 to 3%, but with PoA it increased from 3.5 to about 4%. Something does in fact scale this. Anyways, thanks for watching guys, and stay safe.